great day to be in life now. This is your host, Coach TMB, and I'm so excited that you decided to hang out with us today on this latest episode of the show. We have here in the studio with us the founder and CEO of HASU, HASU, and I know you're wondering, what does that stand for, Coach? Hook a Sister Up. Let's welcome Linda Otterbridge into the show. How you doing, Linda?
Just fine. Yourself?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. I've been watching all the shows. I said, when am I going to get in that chair?
And here you are.
And I'm here.
Here you are. So listen, you are doing a lot of work here in the city, Linda. You know, your hands are kind of all over the place. But before we dive off into the conversation and, you know, I just give you the platform to talk about HASU, why don't you just introduce yourself to everyone and just tell us a little bit about who Linda the woman is.
Well, I'm Linda Otterbridge. I work. I'm a mom. I'm a grandmother. I'm a, well, Nana.
Nana.
I'm the new style grandmother. I'm a Nana.
Okay.
I'm a wife. I work all day. I play all day. I just love doing whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, something just struck me. You say you work all day and you play all day. How do you find balance in working and playing? Because playing is just as important. It's even more important, isn't it?
That's the tough part. My husband makes sure that happens. We love going to the movies. We like just hanging out, doing stuff. Can't wait till the weather break because we're road bound to Saugatuck. So we love spending the weekend in Saugatuck. We love South Haven. So we just go at different places just to get out and get around. So that's the time to just recoup. Rejuvenate and just start all over again. Okay,
I love it. Now you are a small business owner and you've started this great organization, HASU. Before you talk to us about that today, I want to just ask you, what were some of the things that you were seeing within Grand Rapids or West Michigan, period? What were some of the things that were kind of sticking out to you when it comes to women in business?
I would say that there's little pockets everywhere. So everybody's doing something different. Everybody's doing something. So the something that everyone's doing is just finding out a way to connect. So the Hook a Sister Up is the connector of resources. So it's just finding out what the needs are. And I do think that there are lots of pockets and lots of agencies, organizations that's doing similar to what I'm doing. It's networking. It's getting everyone connected. And what I find is, what I found is one of those things. It's just finding out what the need is, because because sometimes you can, you think you have that golden apple or what everyone needs, but it's really, it's a start.
That's good.
It starts that way, but you learn along the way that it doesn't end that way. Because it's just finding out, like I said, what the need is, and then sort of creating your program to fit that need that someone else.
Now let me ask you a question, because I think that's an important nugget that you sowed for everybody that's listening to the show. But when you say find the need, did that mean that you had to get out and communicate with the people that you wanted to serve?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, and that's basically what I did. Was once members started coming to Hook a Sister Up, what I thought would be one thing for Hook a Sister Up is that it's definitely not a program. It is a platform. In a platform, pretty much you just have a group of people who are involved in a movement, and I like to say sisterhood. I use the words a sisterhood of women entrepreneurs. HASU is a movement. And I use that because it's not a program where it's a curriculum based. It's not that. Hook a Sister Up is a connective group of women who come together to help, aid, serve, support other women entrepreneurs. And that could be mentorship or not. Because sometimes women come to Hook a Sister Up and they do not need a mentor. They're way past that. So I always ask the question, where are you in your startup journey?
I think that is what makes HASU unique, is that whole mentorship piece. and then the pay it forward piece. And I want you to talk about that, but that mentorship piece is so important because we've all had our experiences going into business, wanting to, you know, kind of get with someone that's doing something similar to what we want to do. And sometimes it's kind of hard to make that connection. So talk about that whole mentorship piece.
That would be something that, and I can tell you, I'm just thinking like my sister Adriane, she does websites. She's a designer.
Yes, and she's amazing. Love Adriane. ScopeMeOnline.com.
She's hooked up my website. So the website you see for Hook a Sister Up, the new branded website, is one that Adriane developed.
Okay.
She rebranded it. Now she's also worked with other Hook a Sister Up members. So her give back, her pay it forward, her mentorship is helping other women who may not have those skills.
Okay.
So she jumps in there and say, okay, I have these skills, so why don't I help you?
Okay.
That's a mentorship.
Okay.
That's a pay it forward. Other mentorships would be like a Tammy Vandenberg. You know, she comes in and she says, hey, I'll help you. She was a mentor for Adriane.
Wow.
So when Tammy Vandenberg started Hook a Sister Up, she mentored Adriane, helped her with getting her photography business going and some of the photography competitions she had. So that was a lot of Tammy helping her with check this person, check that person. You may want to look at your venue space. So with her mentoring Adriane, being that was the first time she did that type of work, that worked out fantastic.
Okay.
So there, like I said, there depending on the match. There's a match that I can think of that I just hooked up last week, and it was one of our members who have sort of fell off the grid. Okay. And that's one of the things with Hook a Sister Up, if you have those times where you do fall off the grid and you need that time to get away, you know, but when you stay away too long, I'm going to email you somewhere along the way.
I love that.
I say, hey, where you at? What you doing? You know, what's going on? So when I emailed her, you know, she just talked about a lot of the challenges and new mom and trying to juggle and figure out how she can work in her business with being, you know, new mom, wife. And so with that, her mentorship, she basically says, I need a mentor. I need someone who has been there, done that.
Okay.
Someone who's married, managing, juggling the marriage, the being a mom, and trying to get my business going. So that's where I said, okay, who could that be that has all these three qualities she asked for in a mentor? So Miss Monique Elliott.
Wow. So
Monique and the other young lady, I matched them last week. So again, it's just finding, depending on what that person needs. Okay. Because it's not all the time of helping me start my business. Is I got to get to that, but I have to figure out all these other life challenges first.
That is so interesting. Now, you have women coming into the organization, and I know it's growing, and you're going to talk about that in a few moments here, but how are you able to find the time, I guess, to sit down with each woman that is becoming a part to find out what it is that they're doing and how they may be able to be of service to the other ladies in the group?
And there lies the beauty of what Hook a Sister Up is about. But there's also a challenge as well. Okay. Because as as Hook a Sister Up grows, I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do? It's just me. So I'm trying to figure out that as well of how am I going to do the individual? Because I like to do the accountability, once a month accountability check-in. And I missed well, I had one last month, but it was like everybody was so busy, so I canceled it. So with that, I said, okay, now I got to move it to this month. But what happens is all those people are out there just all over the place. So what I've been doing is getting calls and emails. So with my emails, I've been doing a lot of individual coaching. I've been meeting, Baker Bookhouse is the spot. So I've been, Baker Bookhouse is the spot. I have a little spot. So I've been meeting members at Baker Bookhouse doing individual. Where are you? What do you need help with? Do you need the promotion part? Do you need the marketing part? What are you looking for? So I ask these kind of questions to engage them in what their individual needs are. Okay. Because again, the accountability check-in is just for members who feel that they want to check in to meet other new members. Okay. Check in to share some of their challenges. Because again, it's a resource-filled day. Because where their challenges come, someone may have the answer when they come to check in. Okay. So it is just to keep them from being in that lonely spot. Okay. And then getting discouraged, and then dropping out of the game. That's important. That's where it's just staying connected. Okay.
So Linda, one of the things that really sticks out to me about HASU is every so often you have the accountability check-ins. I want you to share with the audience what is the significance of that. First of all, why did you put that into the curriculum, if you will, and what purpose does that serve?
The accountability check-in part is basically to make sure that women stay engaged in some form or another. A lot of HASU deals more with emails.
Okay.
It deals more with phone calls and checking up on each other, and once members are matched, they're following up with each other. But I also wanted to leave that the component of togetherness. So we come together in a relational way, and just to get together, just to see how's everyone doing. Invite new members. So new members can come as an orientation kind of thing and find out how it works. Some of our seasoned members come.
Seasoned,
So our seasoned members are early adopters. Our early adopters come, and they just greet and talk with the new members. And the beauty of it is you get to learn about all those businesses that's starting out there.
Yes.
And that's the main thing.
Yes,
this is the time
important.
to come to the new orientation. New orientation and accountability, because I put them together. The new member orientation and the accountability check-in, because you do get to learn about all those new businesses.
I love that, because one of the things that you get to see, or one gets to see, is you realize that you're not the only one that may have had a question about a particular thing, or a struggle in a certain area, or how to do QuickBooks, if you will, or should you do something else. Yeah,
and that's the fun part about it. I like coming together. It's just meeting all those people who says, I don't think this is going to work. And there is not no, that's not going to work. None of that negative Nelly stuff in this group. It's like either you support or you don't. But don't say anything negative, because what that does is someone who really was on the edge anyway, that's all they need is that one negative spin, so they can say, I knew it wasn't going to work. No, I'm not meant to be an entrepreneur. So you don't want to shoot someone down before they even get out there. You can give suggestions, definitely give suggestions. If you say, well, try this, or but never say, no, it's not going to work.
Absolutely.
That is never, it's never okay to do that.
Yeah. Now, I think you are also a professional coach too, and there's that coaching element in HASU. So talk to us a little bit about your coaching business.
Well, the coaching I do is more built into HASU now, because I don't have time for that.
I knew it.
It's built into HASU. So basically, it is just not just accountability piece. Again, it's just finding out where that struggle is. And just like the lady I mentioned before, if it is life situations, life circumstances, kids, financial stuff, because I have one that I've spoken with about that, with a member in Tennessee, Missouri, that a lot of hers is just that part, the financial part, wondering how she's going to deal with her household income, new marriage, and so it's more just those kind of things before getting to. So it could be an array of things we talk about before getting that business off the ground.
Wow. So HASU is nationwide. I did not realize that. Talk about that.
Yeah, we have members in Detroit. 2 members just signed up from Detroit, Missouri. And because it started in Charlotte, North Carolina, it just launched in Grand Rapids, but started in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a slew of members from Charlotte. So yes, it could be any different place we have women join from.
Wow. So let's make sure we get this right. It started in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then you brought.
When I moved back to, we moved from Grand Rapids to Charlotte, North Carolina. Moved back to Grand Rapids in 2011. Yes, in 2011, moved back to Grand Rapids, and I had been working on it in Charlotte, and that's where I had started picking up members before I left. So that's where the page of members are Charlotte-based. You can see their Charlotte business women on the page, because that's where I start gaining a membership.
That is amazing.
So I had to leave and come back here to Grand Rapids. So I started in Grand Rapids, so it's a mix.
That is amazing. So is there a conference or some type of gathering on the forefront for everybody to meet up?
What's on the forefront is there will be a HASU Charlotte, a A Sista Up Detroit, a A Sista Up. So that's the plan, is to grow it an individual. Don't know how I was going to do that with just me, but I'm going to figure that out. Because again, I have certain women who are in those cities that's like, when is it coming back to Charlotte? When are you going to bring it to Detroit? So just working on getting it sustainable here first, and then I can move it and niche it out in other places.
So Linda, you have been you've had a great success with doing this, and you're still growing and evolving. There are many women who are looking at this show right now, and they're sitting in their living rooms, or they're at the office, wherever they are, wherever they are, and they have dreams of one day having a business, or maybe they're in business now, but they feel like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off. Could you share some words of wisdom to those women so that they can keep moving forward in spite of?
Yes.
Look in that camera right there.
If you're in your living room, at your dining room table, at your bedside, wherever you may call your business, make sure that you know that you can do it. It's one of those things where once you get into a group of women, you'll be surprised at how you're moved to make your move. So make your move and get with women who want to support you. Get with women who want to be your cheerleader. Get with women who will make sure when they grow, you grow. So make sure that you just come aboard and help bring your ideas in, so that women are there to support you and help you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, what has been the response of the women that are becoming a part of this group, and even maybe the people that are hearing about it?
Well, lately I've been at, I'm trying to think how this guy found me, but I just spoke to a class at GRCC.
Okay.
So it was one of those things where we have some budding entrepreneurs. So what can you bring to the class that you can share with them while they're starting their, getting their degree in business? It's a class I have. So the response is, it's, with them, it's like, I never heard about this before. This is a good idea. So I can tell you, I have 3 students in that class that now I'm mentoring. And 2 of the young ladies have joined Hook a Sista Up, and they have a major pay it forward. So they're helping, they're going to be helping me with some video stuff, some tapes, and some videos and CDs and things that I have going on. So one is willing to pay it forward that way. So with the 3 students in that class, they've really loved it that much, so they're going to be joining HASU. Other responses are, there's women, I'm thinking about the Women's Expo, so I'm thinking about event-related stuff. Women's Expo, I spoke with them Kohler Inc., last year sometime. So the Hook a Sista Up women will be the greeters at this year's Women's Expo. So planning for that. So that's 3 days of getting volunteers lined up. So when I go places, I just run into people. Last night at the library, I ran into a lady, your name tag looks familiar. She saw that last name and she said, you're all over the social media. I've seen your stuff and I've been wondering about Hook a Sista Up. So we talked and I gave her a card. So it's just more that kind of traction. And I think, and I can tell you, it's still traction, and it takes the work and time. So I tell individuals that Hook a Sista Up was not just born overnight and this jumped up here.
That's good.
Because it takes time, because again, haven't been 3 years yet, but and I tell everyone, that first 2 or 3 years is just your work. That's your sweat equity. That's your just getting the word out there. That's just helping people understand what your business is about. That's where the real work is. And it's great if you're, it's just great if it is what you want it to be, but I can tell you it is slow in the making.
Oh, that's good.
It's slow in the making, and I tell people if you're going to get into any business, you have to have the patience.
Oh my goodness.
You definitely have to be able to bounce back.
You better talk about it.
You definitely have to be able
resilient.
to, and you got to have a tolerance for that. No, I don't think so. The tolerance for, not interested in that. You cannot wear your feelings on your sleeve, because if you can't take no, and you can't take a shut door, and you can't take a, no, we're not ready for you right now. You just stick in there long enough, because they will be ready for you, because that has to change first sometimes. So it's just one of those things where you just take your time and you just do what you do, because if you're helping one person, if you're helping 5, or if you're helping 100, you've helped one person. So that's the way I look at things. It's like, if I've helped 5, I'm good.
If you have helped 5, you're good.
I'm good.
Wow, I love that.
So that's what it's about for me. So.
So that would lead me into asking you this next question. And you know, I'm very passionate about people operating in purpose, but I think that will just seal the deal for us today in this show. Linda, in this season of your life, what do you think is your purpose? What is driving you to create opportunities for other women?
And I like that you say in this season in my life. In this season in my life, I am all about watching people excel, watching people start their businesses, watching people, and I say this with the legacy part. I just like to know, and I say that is, because I think about my grandbaby, she's starting a business. I pick her up and it's, I gotta go to a meeting now, I gotta go to a meeting, she's 4.
Okay.
That's where the change.
Yes.
If you change your life, you change the generations, you change the legacy.
I love that answer.
Those are the type of things that I like to see.
Wow.
Just letting people, just watching people.
I love it. I love it. Just do
grow.
what they do.
Just do what they do. I just want to be a part of it. Just let me be a part of it.
I love it.
So
how can people get in contact with you or HASU, social media? Where do they need to go, Linda?
Oh, I'm all
Miss
over the place.
Outerbridge.
Well, where they can go is go to the website first, so you can get familiar with all the stuff on the website. There's a blog on there. I'm doing Wednesday Women in Business. So every Wednesday I post one of the members and promote and market them. So definitely go to the website, www.hasu1.net, www.hasu1.net. And there's a Facebook group as well, Hook A Sista Up. It is a Facebook group. Go to Hook A Sista Up and check out the Facebook group and get connected with us in that way.
Love it. Absolutely love it. You know what, Linda, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with you. You are just a gentle giant. You are. Did you ever imagine, you know, as we get ready to close out, did you ever imagine that you'd be touching lives the way that you're doing today?
No, because I've been in the nonprofit sector all my life, 20 plus years. So working in nonprofit and doing the work that I do in my day job, and I do have a day job, so Hook A Sista Up is
yeah, you're passionate
with everything.
About that.
So I've always been in nonprofits. It's just been the work.
Wow.
So I like the direction it's going in now because I love helping people. So I've always been in the helping field, always in the helping field.
We love
so it
what you're
natural.
doing. So Linda, what are some of the services that HASU provides for members?
Some of the services that we provide outside of mentoring. Now, mentoring again is specific to the needs of the woman who joins HASU. Because I'll ask the question, what is it that you need from HASU?
Okay.
So if they need a mentor, then I'll look for in that direction. But the majority of women that's coming to HASU now is more bringing awareness to my business.
Okay.
Can you help me market my business?
Okay.
Can you connect me with? And that's what Hook A Sista Up, the main, I say the main work of Hook A Sista Up is basically that part.
Okay.
It is the human capital. It's the
human capital.
It is more that, because most people think that it's the, you know, people are needing funds. People want to know where they can get grants, and we don't have a lot of nonprofits. It's more just the women entrepreneurs that's doing their own thing. So their need is more connecting, and that is that's what I love to do.
That's your baby.
Oh my God, I can do that all day long in my sleep. Connect the dots, and that whatever you need, then I go look for it. So it's more that part that I'm finding that I'm looking in my, you know, trying to figure out who I know. So I'm always looking for resources. So for resources, if you're out there hidden, come my way, because I will need you one day. Someone will come to me and say, can you find this? Can you connect me with the person who can help with this?
Okay.
And that's where I go in and then just start looking for resources for that person.
All right.
So it's a promotion part.
I love that. Now, are there any partnerships, or how do I want to ask this? Is Hook A Sista Up partnered with other organizations in the community?
Right now, ARP, they partnered with us last year sometime as a corporate member.
Okay.
And what we're doing, because a lot of our members are in that 50-plus club, and we're reinventing ourselves. So if you're reinventing yourself, that's a perfect partnership to have with ARP. So we're going to be doing this membership thing coming up soon with HASU members, and we're going to be doing some looking for ARP members and getting people to sign up.
Okay. Well, you know, Linda, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself with you on today. Thank you so much for being a
you're
guest on the
welcome.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Family, didn't we just have a great time with Linda? Go and search this lady out online. HASU is doing amazing work. I thank you so much for tuning in into today's show. I'm tongue-tied because I'm excited. But I want you all to remember, as Coach TMB always says, to live your best life in life now. Until next time, peace.